Welcome to your Pilates Reformer workout. Today we'll do a full body workout. The ball will be optional. If you don't have one, don't worry, I'll cue you on what you can do without it. And this version will be an express edit of this workout. If you'd like a full-length version, sign up for my membership. The link will be down in the description box and the comments below. And if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Place on one heavy and one light spring on my balanced body reformer. That's one red, one blue. Headrest will be up. Let's get started. So to begin, if you have a ball, you're going to place it kind of where your upper mid back will be when you lie down on the machine. If you don't have the ball, just lie down flat. You're going to come up to a curl with your head, neck, and chest. If you have the ball, this will be placed kind of right in between the tippy bottoms of your shoulder blades. We're going to bring the heels to the outer corners of the foot bar in a big wide stance. Hands will be behind your head. If you don't have the ball, your head will start down on the mat. We'll take a big breath in, exhale, push the carriage away. Keep your curl in the head, neck, and shoulders. Big breath in as you bend the knees. Bring it in. Keep your neutral spine. Tailbone heavy on the mat. Good. We'll take another few like this. Pressing out and in. And of course, adjust if you need to. If you need to move that ball around, take a moment to do that at any time. Good. Extending out, bringing it in. And as you take this movement, if it starts to become a little bit doable, you can think about extending over the ball as you bring the carriage in. If you have the ball, and curling up. If you have no ball, you'll go from lying down to curling up at the head, neck, and chest. Let's take another 2. And 1. Good. Hold your curl. Tiny pulses up and down. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Big breath in, exhale, bring it out and in. Good. Bring the balls of your feet to the center of the foot bar. Heels will be lifted. We're going to find Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. Keep the heels high. Press out. Keep your curl and bring it in. Press out and bring it in. Lots of core control here. Push out and in. And of course, if you're taking an extension over the ball, curl up as you press the legs out. Extend back as you bend the knees to bring it home. Of course, if you don't have the ball, that's lying the head down and curling up as you extend the legs. Let's take 3. Try to relax your neck as much as possible. If this becomes too much on your neck, rest your head down at any time. And last one. Find your curl. Bend the knees, tiny pulses up and down. Keep your heels pressed together. You've got 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, exhale. Extend out, bend the knees, bring it in. Take a quick rest. Good. If you need to adjust where the ball is, just sit on up for a second, reposition it, lie back down. We're going to bring the balls of the feet to the foot bar once again. Heels will be lifted, parallel feet together this time. If you don't have a ball, head will be down on the headrest. If you do have a ball, place it right between your shoulder blades. We're going to press out with both legs straight and bring it back in. Heavy tailbone. Exhale, press out. Inhale, bring it in. If you need to roll around on the ball to adjust, take a sec to do it. Push out and in. Keep your neutral spine, ribs stay down. Good. Bring your right leg extended over the ball. You're going to extend the left leg, bring that leg to tabletop. Extend over the bar as you come in. Tabletop, reach under the bar. Tabletop, reach over the bar. Tabletop, reach under the bar. We're going to go for 2 more. Tabletop, extend over the bar. Tabletop, under the bar. Tabletop, over the bar. Tabletop, under the bar. Tabletop, we're going to extend forward over the bar to reset. Now we're going to curl to the right, twist to the right, bring your left elbow to your right knee, extend forward. Twist to the right, elbow to knee, and forward. If you're using your ball, as you bring it center and extend the right leg forward, you're welcome to take an extension back with your head, neck, and shoulders. Optional. If that's not working for you, keep it in your curl. Find your obliques. Let's take 3 more. As you twist to the right, think about showing your left armpit over to the right wall. Whew, getting a little wiggly myself. I think we've got 1 more. Good. Place your feet on the foot bar. Place your head down on the headrest or extend over the ball if you're using one. Good. Reset. Adjust the ball if you need to. We're going to bring the feet back together. Balls of the feet on the foot bar. You guessed it, we have the left side. So we'll start off with spine in neutral, right foot on the bar, left leg extended over the bar. We're going to start with 4. Tabletop, extend over the bar. Tabletop, and back. 2 more. Relax your neck. Good. Now we come tabletop, under the bar. Tabletop, over the bar. Tabletop, under. Tabletop, over. And of course, as you extend the leg forward, you're welcome to extend the head, neck, and chest over the ball. Or bring the head back down to the headrest if you don't have the ball. Good. Back to tabletop. Close the stopper, extend the left leg forward. Adjust if you need to. Now we move into our twists. So left leg is extended, heavy sacrum. We're going to bring the left leg to tabletop, right elbow to left knee. Extend the left leg forward as you come center. Show your left armpit to the left side now. Good. And once this starts to feel comfortable and steady, you can begin extending your head, neck, and chest over the ball, or bringing your head down to the headrest in between if you're not using the ball. Good. 2 more. Definitely feeling the obliques working. Good. Once you're there, curl up. Take the ball out from under your back if you are using it. Otherwise, just place your head down on the headrest. Bring your feet wide to the foot bar. We're going to rock the knees side to side. Take a nice windshield wiper of the knees. Feel your hip flexors release. Feel your low back release. Also take a second to look side to side. Release your neck. Good. Let's move on. So for this next one, we're going to go for bridges. We'll take off one of the heavy springs. So we're on 2 heavy, 1 light. For me, that's 2 reds, 1 blue. If you're using a ball, take it in one hand. Headrest will be down. We're going to lie all the way down on the machine. Balls of the feet will be on the foot bar. We'll place the ball in between our ankles, right above our ankle bones. We're going to take bridges in a Pilates V position. So give yourself some space so you've got some room to work between your shoulders and the shoulder blocks. Balls of the feet on the foot bar, heels point towards each other, knees externally rotated about as wide as your shoulders. Let's take a big breath in. We're going to exhale, curl the pelvis under, roll the spine up. Try to find your bridge. This time we're in this external rotation, squeezing the ball. Deep breath in, exhale, roll down from your upper spine to your mid-back, all the way through your lower thoracic spine, down to your lumbar spine, all the way down to the bottom of your sacrum. So you really have to find this big scoop under in the pelvis to get your lower and low mid-back to come into contact with the mat on the way up and way down. The bonus is that gives you a lot of work through your core in your bridge, gives you a lot of work through your legs, and very importantly, it also really helps you with spinal articulation. You know what, we don't really talk about this enough, but Pilates really one of the main can't think of the word I want to use, but one of the main objectives in Pilates that Joseph Pilates talked a lot about in his books was how the mobility and stability of your spine really is a marker of health. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but essentially his whole ethos was, as long as you have a healthy, supple spine, you will be young, or like your body will feel young. So really zeroing in on that articulation helps us achieve one of those main objectives of what Joseph Pilates originally intended, even though we're doing some crazy non-classical variations sometimes. Good, let's take our last one. After this one, we're gonna roll up one more time. Find your bridge, diagonal line from your knees to your hips to shoulders. Keep squeezing that ball. We're gonna pulse up and down for 8, 7, 6, it's pretty small. 5, make sure you're not dipping down further on one side than the other. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Keep hold of the ball. You're going to extend your legs long, bend your knees, bring it all the way in. Think about your knees rising up so your butt doesn't dip. Press out. Hips stay pretty high. Bend your knees, bring it all the way in. Press out. Bend your knees, bring it all the way in. If you're feeling really fancy, you could extend your arms up over your shoulders. Big reach up to the ceiling while still anchoring your shoulders, the back of your shoulders down into the mat. Good. Let's take 4. Lots of work on the hammies. And on the lower leg, 3. Last 2. And 1. All the way in. Now we're going to pulse the carriage back and forth. Tiny pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the carriage almost all the way to a close. Flip your palms down. You're going to lift the hips up, hands come down. Lower the hips almost all the way down, arms come up. Hips press up, hands press down. Arms up, hips down without sinking your weight down into the mat, without resting in between. Want to just kiss the mat or hover above it. 4 more. Last 3. Getting more glutes, more inner thighs now, more hamstrings. 2. And 1. Good. Now let's roll down one bone at a time. That was a little shaky for me because that was pretty tiring. I don't know about you. Place the ball down by your side. Let's move on. Next, let's go for a side lying leg movement. You can take 1 light spring or 1 heavy spring. On my machine, that's 1 blue or 1 red. You don't need the ball for this one, but you can use it. If you do plan to use it, place it right where your waist will be, right around where your ribs will be. We're going to put our forearm down on the mat. If you're not using the ball, you're just going to lift your ribs up yourself. Take that left strap, pull it forward, place it onto the arch of the left foot. So we're going to move back a little bit on the mat. Whether or not you have that ball, you're going to lift your ribs up so we're lengthening through the top of the waist. Place the rope in between your knees. Pressure up through that supporting arm so we get the shoulder away from the ear. Lift the left leg to hip height. We're going to press out, bend the knee, bring it in, still keeping that rib cage lifted. Now, you don't need that ball. You can keep your ribs lifted on your own. Just make sure you're not sinking down into your shoulder or your ribs. Good. 4 more. And try to relax your neck, your face. Think about not letting your ear sink down or lean forward. You want your neck in a nice neutral position. Last 2, press out. Keep the foot flexed, toes and knee pointed forward. Pulse up and down. We've got 8, 7, bottom rib lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to hip height. Flex foot, bring the leg all the way forward. Point the toe, bring it slightly behind your body. Flex the foot, bring it all the way forward. Point the toe, bring it slightly behind. We're only going to do 5 of this one. It's definitely more challenging when you lift this rib. Last 2. And last 1. Good. You can also lift your arm up above your shoulder. That's hard, huh? Bend your leg, rest it down, roll out your neck. You can relax your rib down onto the ball or down onto the mat. Good. Last variation. Come back up to that press away from the arm, down on the headrest. Lift your top leg to hip height. Extend the leg long to your side. Point the toe. Small circles to the back. The carriage can move a little bit, but we're not going for really big motions here, so it's just going to be a little bit. Keep that lift in your bottom waist. 3 more in this direction. Relax your neck. 2 and 1. Reverse directions to keep your torso really stable. You can extend your arm up if you like. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee, bring it home, pound out through the glute, and outer hip if you need to. When you're ready, take that strap off of the foot. We're going to close the stopper and move over to the other side. So coming on to your left side, once again, we're going to have the left forearm down on the headrest, left ribs either gently resting on top of that ball or lifted up so that they're up off the mat. Right strap on the right foot, legs in tabletop, push away so your left ear is coming away from your left shoulder. Top hand is down on the mat. We're going to lift that leg to hip height, lengthen through the top of the waist, press out, bend the knee, bring it in. Relax your neck. Make sure your ears aren't drifting forward, your chin isn't jutting forward. Ribs are down, neutral spine here. Good, 5 more. Use your core to stabilize here. You may naturally feel like you start to sink down into the mat or into the ball. Take care to actively lift. Last 3. If it helps your neck, you can look over your left shoulder. That feels good. 2 and 1. Extend to the side. Check your hips, make sure they're stacked. Knee and toes forward. Pulse up and down. 8, 7, 6. You can extend your arm up if you like. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to hip height. Flex the foot. Bring the leg forward. Point the toe straight. Leg goes all the way back. Flex the foot. Leg comes forward. Point the toe. Bring it back. If you want to extend your arm up, feel free to do so. If you're happy where you are, don't push it too hard. In fact, you know what? I want to keep that down today. 3 more. Keep that bottom ribs, keep your left ribs lifted. Last one. Keep using your breath. Relax your upper body. Oh man, that's tough today. Lower your leg, pound out through your glute and outer thigh if you like. We've got leg circles to the back. We'll move on to that in just a sec. Good. Extend through the top of the waist. Lift your leg up. Leg goes to the side, pointed toe. Bottom ribs lift. We've got 8 to the back. 7, 6. Arm up if you like. 5, 4, 3, 2. Isolated in your glutes. Really, or reverse. Almost said release. I wish. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, bring it in. Final pound out. Do what you gotta do. Good. If you've got the ball, remove it, place it down by your side wherever you can reach. Take the strap off of the arch of the foot. Bring the carriage all the way in. You're gonna rotate to your back. Once you're lying down on your back, you can place your headrest up if that feels best. Let's place the left strap onto the arch of the left foot. First of all, let's keep the right foot down on the foot bar for a sec. Anchor your tailbone down on the mat. Just feel a hamstring stretch. Ooh, pulling on that rope a little bit, but trying to keep the hip socket plugged down into the mat. So we're not tilting the pelvis up just for the sake of getting the leg way back here. We want to really think about bottom of the sacrum heavy, hip plugged in, heel right over hip. Give that a little bit of a flex. Good. Once you've had enough of that, push into the strap across the right ankle over the left knee. Bend that left knee. Let the spring pull the carriage, try to pull the carriage back in. Place a hand or your forearm onto the thigh on the right side. Give it a little pressure. Feel that oppositional stretch. Good. Extend the leg. Reach up. A little pressure in the left side. Place your right foot down on the foot bar. Take the left strap off. Put it back where you found it. Move to the other side. Find the right strap. Place it onto the arch of the right foot. Keep your left foot anchored down on the foot bar while you're here. You can even press that left heel under the foot bar if you like. Pull the rope in toward your chest. Also giving a little pressure into that left heel. Plug that right hip down into the mat so we're not pulling the heel over the chest or over the shoulders at this stage. Good. Put a little pressure into the strap across your right ankle, over your right thigh. Bend the knee. Put your left hand on your left thigh. Feel the bottom of your sacrum sinking really heavy into the mat, like your tailbone has a weight in it. Also keeping your ribs down. Uncross the left leg. Anchor yourself down on the foot bar with your left foot. Take the right strap off and let's move on. Hands reach up over your shoulders, legs to tabletop. And you can take this in a curl if you like. I'm going to keep my head down today, but if you'd like more core, you can do that. We're going to start with our tricep extension. So press the palms down. We're going to hover our elbows off the mat today. Bend the elbows and press down. So we're not bringing the hands all the way down. We're squeezing the elbows into our sides. Bottom of the sacrum is really heavy. Shoulders are rolled back. And again, if you want to curl up with the head, neck, and chest, you're welcome to do so. You can extend one or both legs out to 45 degrees as you like. You're also welcome to keep the legs extended out there as you go. I'm not feeling that vibe today, but you're welcome to do it. Let's take another 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, final 3, 2, straight wrists, and 1. Good, arms reach straight up. Let's press the palms down, flip the hands to face you, out to a T. Arm circles, press the hands down, arms out to a T. If you're curling with the head, neck, and chest, we curl as we press the hands down. Lower the head as we bring the arms back out. But that's up to you. Optional head raise. Again, take whatever you want with your legs. I'm not the boss of you. You decide for yourself today. Last 2. Neutral spine. Bring your ribs down if you feel them popping up. And last one. Now we reverse. Arms out to the side. Push in toward your hips. Arms up over your shoulders, out to the side. If you're curling up, curl up as the hands press in toward your hips and lower down as the hands come up. 6 more. T into your sides, hands up and out. T into your sides, hands up, arms out. Finishing up your last few. I've got 3. Last 2. And 1. Good, arms up. Moving right into our last one like this. Hands pressed down by your sides. Fingertips reach long to pull your shoulders away from your ears. Small circles to the outside. Got 15 in this direction. And then we'll reverse. This is 12. 10. Again, feel like you're reaching through your middle fingers toward the front wall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse directions, 15. This is 10. 5, 4, 3. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Last one. Arms reach up. Place the feet down on the foot bar. Close the stopper. Feet go wide. Rock your knees side to side. Rock your head side to side. Do whatever you gotta do. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in checking out the longer version of this workout, please join my membership. I'll include the link in the description box and in the comments below. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you as always to my membership supporters. I'm so grateful for all of your help, and super extra special thanks for the folks who've been with me for 6 months or more. I'm grateful to you every day. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all soon.